everyone and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a weapon guide for the Maddox RFB assault rifle here in Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, we of course are back doing another classic weapon guide video, and in this one I'm going to be covering the Maddox assault rifle. Now the Maddox is a really good weapon in Black Ops 4, and previously I have made another weapon guide video on the Maddox. However, I found this really awesome class recently that I've been using and want to go ahead and make an updated one after update 1.10 in Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the commentary. So of course the first thing that I am going to be talking about in this video, and that is going to be discussing the Maddox assault rifle. Now the Maddox is actually the final assault rifle that you unlock in the game, unlocking it at level 52. The Maddox is a very consistent assault rifle. The recoil on the weapon is a little bit higher than something like the Rampart 17 or the ICR-7. However, with that in mind, it still is very manageable, and if you tap fire and you control the recoil, you can easily take out enemies at medium to longer ranges. The damage on this weapon is very consistent, as well as the fire rate is actually quite fast for an assault rifle. That's one reason why I really do like the Maddox assault rifle, and that's just because it's very consistent. It's a very heavy hitting assault rifle, and it's very versatile, being that you can effectively take out enemies at close range, medium range, and even at longer ranges. And that's how come the Maddox assault rifle is one of my favorite weapons in the game. So yeah guys, moving over to the class setup that I have for this video is going to be on your screen right now. So as you can see, this is the class that I designed for this particular video. Of course, we are going to be using the Maddox RFB with that diamond camo, and then for my first attachment, I am going to be using an ELO sight, and that's just because the iron sights on the Maddox assault rifle aren't really the best in the game, and they're a little bit hard to use, so that's how come we are going to be using an ELO sight for this particular class setup. Now, if you would like to switch that out for a red dot sight, feel free to go ahead and do so. For my second attachment, I am going to be using fast mags, and that's just because when you are going to be using the Maddox assault rifle, and specifically with this creative class, you are going to be wanting to play very aggressively. So with that in mind, that's how come we are going to be using fast mags, so that way you can reload as quickly as you possibly can. Moving over to my third attachment, I am going to be using stock, and that's just because stock allows you to sidestep as well as maneuver a lot easier and faster in Black Ops 4, and that's very important if you are going to be using a very fast-paced weapon, a very fast-paced creative class like the Maddox. And then for my final attachment, I am going to be using quick draw, and that's just because you want to be able to get your iron sights up as quickly as you possibly can. And being 100% honest, the hipfire on the Maddox assault rifle is actually pretty decent, so if you see an enemy at point blank range, you can actually take them out somewhat effectively hip firing, which is quite interesting because usually assault rifles aren't really good when it comes to hip firing. However, the Maddox surprisingly does quite well hip firing. And of course for the gear, I am going to be using acoustic sensor, and that's just because you want to be able to hear the enemy's footsteps as well as you're basically getting 6th sense from Black Ops 3, and that's very useful. And honestly, acoustic sensor is a very good piece of gear in Black Ops 4. However, if you guys would like to, you can always switch this out for stim shot. It really just depends on your own personal preference. Moving over to the perks, I am going to be using the standard perk setup that I have for my videos, and that's going to be Scavenger, Lightweight, as well as Ghost. And that's just because Scavenger is because you don't want to be running out of ammunition, and then Lightweight, and that's just because you want to be a little bit more mobile with this particular class. And then finally, I am going to be using Ghost, so that way you can stay off the mini-map. And I mentioned this in many other videos, and that's the thing, Ghost only activates when you're moving, and Lightweight allows you to move a lot easier, so they couple together quite well. However, if you guys would like to, you can always switch out Ghost for Dead Silence. It really just depends on the game modes that you play more. If you are going to be playing Search and Destroy, you'll probably want to use Dead Silence, and that is just because chances are there's not going to be that many UAVs up in the air, and if there is going to be a UAV, it's probably only going to be for one round, so you might want to use Dead Silence. However, if you are going to be playing something like Domination, where there are going to be a lot of UAVs in the air, you might want to use Ghost. So yeah guys, that's where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you out, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on, so that way you guys will not miss a new upload from me. We are on the grind to 10,000 subscribers before the end of 2019, so all subscriptions are very much appreciated. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.